She's a wonderful mentor. She is having conceptual clarity. She is the mentor whose class remains a very interactive and interesting. Okay, so all over to you, Indu ma'am.
Thank you so much, Pooja ma'am. Yes, wonderful seeing you all, kids. And yes, great to see you all turn your cameras on. I am Indu Monica. I'll be a mentor for this batch. And yes, I'll be taking all your classes. Talking a little about me, I'm from Hyderabad. And yes, education wise, I've done my BTech in Comp Science and then post graduation in applied mathematics. I've been teaching kids almost a little less than your age for 9 to 10 years now. People who are 11, yes, I didn't reach 11 yet. So, yes, I've been teaching kids for about 9 to 10 years now. And yes, I'll be handling your batch too. Feel free to contact me for anything during the batch in case you have anything. I'll be providing you everything that you need. For today, we'll be interacting over chat, but for the next time, it will be through voice directly, students. Welcome you all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Indu ma'am. All right, kids. So are you ready to go ahead with the demo PPT? Let me share my screen with you all. Hope my screen is visible to everybody. As you all know, Olympiad Success is India's largest online preparation platform for Olympiad examination. It is India's first exclusive live classes for Olympiad preparation, which includes 8 courses, School Plus program, subjects mathematics, English, science, logical reasoning, communication, spoken and written, Vedic maths, and coding. We do provide one-on-one online CBSE, ICSE, IGCSE, IB classes for grades 2 to 12. We do include one-on-one preparation classes for International Mathematics Olympiad, SESMO, SAMO, HKIMO, TIMO, Math Counts, Common Core Math competition. Maths Kangaroo and PRMO. You can meet a rank holders on the screen. They're kids like you only. So for that, what you have to do, you have to just spare 2 hours every day extra from your regular studies. And you can also become a rank holder of session 24-25. They are rank holders of session 21-22.
Pooja ma'am, one second, one second, one
Yes, ma'am.
second. I think there is a problem with the screen share. There is a top left corner is blocked. 1/4 of the screen. Yeah, can you please share it once again?
Yeah, just a moment.
The same. Students, can you all see the complete screen or is a part of the screen blocked?
Can you see the complete screen, kids?
Complete. Okay.
Complete.
Should have
Okay.
been a problem here. That's it. Thank you.
All right. So about the online classes, we do provide group sessions with around 20 students delivered through Zoom platform by our seasoned tutors. Session will be 3 days per week. Days will be Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. Timings will be 8 p.m. till 9:15 p.m. 5 minutes of break. The session includes a mix of theory, practice questions, doubt sessions, and discussions on previous year papers. Students will get reading material and practice questions, which will be available on the dashboard of Olympiad Success. Students will get a free access to Olympiad Success platform to practice topic-wise mock tests for both maths and reasoning, to as logical reasoning constitute 10 to 15% of the questions. These are the few links. No need to worry. These links have already been pasted in the chat box and will again be pasted in the chat box. First link is of syllabus link. You can avail your syllabus by clicking on this particular link. The fees for this course is 11,151 rupees. It is a 50 session course. Payment can be made by clicking on this particular link. The fees includes online classes, daily reading notes, and exercises practice of previous year papers, access to Olympiad Success platform for mathematics plus logical reasoning. What all you need is a laptop or desktop with good internet connection, with good camera clarity, and with good headphones for the better audio clarity. As I told you earlier, Olympiad examinations are a little tougher than the regular examinations. So what you have to do for the same, you have to just spare 2 hours every day extra from your regular studies. So regular classes are going to start from when? Tuesday, next Tuesday, that is 14th of May. Okay, so if you have not enrolled for this batch yet, go and enroll quickly. I've been in Olympiad success before a lot many times. Oh, that's great, Kian. That's very nice. Okay, so let me give the tour of the dashboard now. So you have to just enter this URL olympiadsuccess.com. The moment you will enter this, you'll get this page on your screen. For over here, you have to just enter your user details. Make sure that you enter your correct user details, otherwise you will not be able to log in. These details you will get the moment you will enroll with us. So after this, you'll get a personal taste page on your screen. You have to just read each and every detail, whether these are correct or incorrect. In case you find any error, just rectify it and click on update button. After this, you have to just click on live classes. You have to select your subject for which specific subject you want to see your material and topic. After this, you'll get your entire stuff on your screen. This is your schedule for your subject, that in which session we are going to cover with specific topic. You can see. So this is for your reference. Each and every PDF is downloadable. You have to just click it over here and you can download the PDF and keep it safe in your device. This is a holiday calendar to give you clarity that you should not take unnecessary leaves and you should not miss any other class. We do have festival holidays for the same. These are the reading material. You can see there are so many sets for your preference. Okay, so each and every PDF is downloadable. As I told you earlier, you have to just click it here on the top. Set 1, set 2. Set 3. Set 3 and so on. So here are the question papers. You have to just click on question paper. There are question papers as well as answer keys also. You can just open your question paper, download the PDF, solve it, and then check your answer keys. I will not suggest you to download your answer keys parallelly, otherwise you'll not be able to attempt it fairly. These are the answer keys. Okay. So here is a question paper set 2. Answer keys. So you can see there are 5 sets, 5 set papers. Okay. Answer keys also. So in live classes, you'll get your practice question papers, answer keys, reading material, holiday calendar, and schedule. Moving on next on worksheets. In worksheets, you will get your practice worksheets. You have to just click your subject again, and then you're good to go. For attemptation, you have to just click on take exam. You'll get your journal instructions on your screen. For this, you have to just read it. Make sure that you read each and every instruction carefully, otherwise you will commit any mistake while attempting the worksheet, okay? Then you have to just click on start worksheet. You can see there are so many questions. 50 number of questions are there for your practice. So once you're done with question 1, you have to move on question 2. For that, you have to select your option next. In this way, you have to attempt each and every question. The moment you're done with 50 questions, you have to submit your worksheet. Make sure that you check your worksheet once, that whether you see any error, you can rectify it beforehand. Because after submission, you'll not be able to make changes. So here is a finish button. After attemptation, you have to click on finish button. Yes, I have reviewed all the questions. This is a feedback page. If you want to give, you can give. Otherwise, you can click on later button also. So now I have done the worksheet. I want to see the performance. For that, you have to click on performance button, which is right after this worksheet button. Again, you have to select your subject for which subject you want to see. I have attempted this worksheet just now, this 7th May. And for that, I have to click on view button. So while clicking on view button, you'll get to know how many questions are correct and how many are wrong. So I've attempted 2, 1 is correct, 1 is wrong. So over clicking on review, you can see that which is the correct answer, which is the wrong one. Okay, so this is all about dashboard. In worksheet, you'll get your practice worksheets. In performance, you'll get to know how you have attempted the worksheet. In live classes, you can have access of reading material, question paper, answer key, schedule, and holiday calendar. Okay. In case anybody is having any doubt related to the dashboard or course details, drop it in the chat box. I'll be happy to answer your queries. Are you all clear? Then I'll be going to ask you questions. Any doubt? Three of you? If no doubt, then show me thumbs up on the screen. Okay, what are the class days? Type it in the chat box and drop this message personally to me. What are your class days? Let me see whether you have seen PPT carefully or not. What are your class days for this batch? Ariane, I'm asking, what are your class days for this batch? Kyan, don't know. Why Kyan? You have not seen the PPT carefully? Yes, Aniruddha. This is what I used to say. I always say that keep yourself attentive while attempting demo or class. Okay. While attemptation of test also, if you're not attentive, then there is no point. Starts from 14th May, that's fine. But I'm asking, what about the class days? So your class days will be Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Okay. And what are the timings? What are your class timings? No, it's not 6:30. Yes, correct. Aniruddha, it's 8 to 9:15. Rian, class days will be Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays, and timings will be 8 p.m. till 9:15 p.m. Okay. All right. So are you all ready for the demo? Shall I hand over to your mentor? Show me thumbs up on the screen if you're good to go. So your mentor is having some uh, electricity issue over there at her place, okay, due to cyclone. So her camera will be off, but definitely PPT, demonstration will be there, okay? So in case you want to ask anything, you can just type it in the chat box, as you know that you all will be on mute in the demo. All right? All over to you, Indu ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am. I thought I'll add it up, but thank you so much for starting off for me. So, very good evening, students, once again. So, as ma'am has told, there is a heavy rain and cyclone for the first time after the summer. So, it's I have walk outside. So, fortunately, my laptop is fully charged. So, demo will happen properly, students. Session will not have any problem for the session. But just for the camera, that would be a problem. It would be turned off. There is no electricity now. I hope it's okay just for today's students. But yeah, later we cannot expect rain to be there every day. So no worries. Now, let us try to move on and let us go with the session today, students. Any favorite topic that you want me to start with? Hayan asked me if it's algebra. Okay, so I'm assuming it's his favorite topic. About the rest. Where are you living? I'm from Hyderabad, my dear. I'm living in Hyderabad. It is raining for the first time in the summer. Here, at least. You're welcome, my dear. Yes. So, students, any guesses about the topic that we'll be going with today? Guess. Anything? Numbers. Okay. Hint. We need not start with the first chapter. It could be anything. Numbers again. Ryan is algebra now. Ryan is number. Okay. Anything else? Number system. Okay. Okay. I got answers from everybody. Most of the guesses are around number systems, but yes, we'll be starting off with data handling today. Yes, fraction, we are going with data handling today. Now, before I move to data handling, I just want to check how many of you are from CBSE school? CBSE curriculum. If it's a yes, type out a yes in the chat. If it's a no, you can type out a no. Just out of curiosity, Sayan is with a no. Okay. Your curriculum, my dear, CBSE or state? Aniruddha is from state board. Yes, your answer was telling me that. Ryan, is my question clear to you? No. Okay, great. No worries, my dear. No worries. Any board, it doesn't matter because Olympiads would be. Khayan is from ICSE board. Wonderful, wonderful, Khayan. So, Olympiads is commonly attempted by all the board students, be it CBSE, State Board, ICSE, or IB. Everybody attends Olympiad in the same way. In case you are in grade 6, you are in grade 6 Olympiad only, not anything else. So, yes, the Olympiad is common, so our coverage would be common no matter what board it is. So, don't worry about that because the exam is common. Now, moving on, let us talk a little about math. How many of you are like love math? And math is my favorite subject. Ryan loves math. Okay, wonderful. You only love maths and science. That's even more better, Khayan. Aniruddha, favorite subject. Wonderful, students. Wonderful. I'm very happy that everybody in my class loves math. Now, students, maths is not something which is rocket science for sure. So, in case you start doing maths, then for sure you will start falling in love with it. It's all about your view about how you look at things. Now, let us try to move on and go with the topic for today, data handling students. Now, I would love to know about, just, yeah, I would love to know about a lot of information. I would love to know a lot of information about you. For example, Pooja ma'am was asking about doubling your age and giving the answer in the chat. I guess everybody is about 10, 11 years old. From the answers that I got in the chat, I'm assuming that you're about 10, 11 years old. So in case, let us say that my age is 10 years, then ma'am meant to say that you can type out 2 into 10, which is 20 in the chat. Now, if I'm not wrong, it was Ryan who had a trouble in giving the answer. So in case your age is, let us say, 11 years, then you're supposed to give 11 into 2, which is 22 in the chat. That was the question actually. No worries, no worries, no worries. Just wanted to add up to what we were doing. So just wanted to explain that. Now, no worries, students. It's okay. Sometimes we just have a trouble in understanding the question. So that's, yeah, that's all. That was the question. Now, so your ages were actually a data. That is information that we have gathered. Now, we also gathered one more information. Can somebody tell me what is the information that we asked for? Pooja ma'am has asked for one more information. What was it? Internet is troubling. Okay, I can understand, Ryan. You also have a rain at your place? When class start? In the next 2 minutes, my dear? It'll start, don't worry. No? Okay, okay. No worries. In case somebody has a glitch with the internet, then don't worry, students. You can join us live on the Facebook or you can try moving close to your router. That will help you in fixing the internet glitches. Okay? Move very close to your Wi-Fi router. That will help you. Yes. Students, one more information that Pooja ma'am took is about just when class starts. Oh, right. Ma'am asked when does the class start? Yes. At the beginning, ma'am took one more piece of information from you, which was your schools. What is the name of school and which part of the city, which part of the country did you belong? Like somebody told Ahmedabad, somebody told Pune, somebody told Bangalore. So, ma'am asked you about the school and the place which you belong. So, this is one more data. So, this is one more piece of information that was collected. So, any information that is collected will count to data. Now, I also asked you about how many of you are from CBSE board. Then you told me you're from state board, you're from ICSE, you're from CBSE. This is also one more piece of information. Data again. Now, when you're registering with Olympiad Success, you might be giving your email IDs and mobile numbers here for registration. That's also one more piece of information that you're giving. So, data is any information that you collect, students. All the information collected will count to be data. Now, whenever we are talking about data, students, it could be put in any format, like just pure numbers, just like your ages. When your age was being asked, you'll give 10, 11, 12, 9, whatever it is, and then that will constitute individual data. Now, when you are trying to interpret this data, when you are trying to present this data, it would be better if it is a little organized. So today we'll try to look at the ways that based in organizing the data. It could be bar graph, it could be something else. We'll just organize the data using different pictures and then do questions based on the same. Okay? Excited for the session? Yes, great. Now, the data before presenting, the data that is collected is called as raw data, students. Yes, great. So the data that is collected is called as raw data, students, and that data is, just a second. That data is in most unorganized form, which can be organized using different graphics, like a pie chart, a bar graph, or so. Pictures, tables could be used to represent this piece of information. Now, what are the different things that you can have in data? Can you have numbers in data, students? Type out a yes or no in the chat box. Chocolate questions? Chocolate questions are practice questions that we get, students. Bonus questions. Yes, you can have numbers in data. That's right, Khayan. And can we have alphabets in the data? Blood groups? Favorite fruits? Favorite colors? Yes, you can also have alphanumeric characters. That's right, Khayan. So we can have anything in the data. It could be represented using anything. Like it could be in numbers, it could be in alphabets, it could be anything that is collected. As I told, data is talking about the information that is collected, students. Now, all the information that we collect should be of the same kind. Let's say that I'm asking about your ages. Then now it should be ages of all the students only. It shouldn't be like, okay, few people will give their ages, few people will give their heights, few people will give their weights. No. Age is one kind of data. Now, weight is one kind of data. Height is one kind of data. So it is important that data is of a single kind. So same unit would be needed whenever you are trying to collect data. Now, I'll talk about your class. Aniruddha, how many students does your class have? Total number of students in your class. Not now. 42 students. That's a huge number. Now, let us say that your maths teacher has conducted a math exam. Obviously, she'll conduct math exam only out of 25 marks. Now, my friend Aniruddha got 25 out of 25. Now, the remaining 41 students also will get some mark or the other, right? So now, whenever you have so much data being used, let us say that your teacher is going to principal. Principal has asked, how did students perform? Now, teacher can't speak about all the 42 students in front of principal because principal will have hundreds of students to talk about, right? So she might be needing some specific piece of information to give to principal. Let's say some value which can talk about the whole class, or few values that can speak about the performance of the class. So such values are called as central. Such values are called as measures of central tendency, students. So these are mainly mean, median, and mode. Now, sorry. Now, first I'll talk about mean, students. So, mean is also called as average. Does anybody have any idea what is average? I understood, and recently shifted the school, so yes, you'll have a trouble. That's right. Mean or average? Stable data? No, no, no. Mean or average of a given data will talk about the sum of all values divided by the number of values. Sum of observations by number of observations. Now, ma'am, what is this observation? Observation is individual value that you have. Sum of all values divided by the number of values. All these will constitute, this formula will give you the value of mean or average. Few textbooks also give it as arithmetic mean, students. That's also okay. Mean or arithmetic mean is talking about sum of all values divided by the number of all values. Now, let me give you an example to understand the same thing better. So, in case you have an observation, let's say 8, 16, sorry, students. Just a second, students. Some problem with the window. I just had to close it and open it. So give me a second. Yes. So let us take the data where you have your observations to be 8, 16, 9, 12, and sorry, 9, 12, and 10. In this case, let us say that I'm trying to find what is the mean. Now, as I've told, mean is nothing but sum of all observations divided by the number of observations, students. Now, here, sum of all observations are nothing but 8, 16, 9, 12, and 10 that you have here. Now, if we are taking the sum of all these values, it would be 8 plus 16 plus 9 plus 12 plus 10. This whole thing being divided by how many observations are there here? How many values do you have? Great. Khayan is right. Aniruddha is right. Ryan, you can respond in the chat too. That would be great, my dear. You have 5 observations, 5 values here. So you'll divide this whole thing by 5. I'll be very happy if students can add all these values and tell me what you get in the numerator. Help me out, kids. Great, Aniruddha. Great, Khayan. Okay. So I did not get answer from Ryan. Everybody else gave me the answer. That's great, students. So you're right. Your answer would be 55 for the sum. Because of which your mean would be 55 by 5, which is 11. Any doubts, any questions, my dear? Great. That's wonderful. Now, let us try to move on and talk about one more measure of central tendency. Now, always calculating average or mean might not be possible. Like, for example, let's say that I want the average of, I want some value to talk about the performance of whole school, dividing them by 5. Oh my God, difficult. Okay, let's say that you managed to do that also. Now, let us say that I want all the school to form a straight line. My voice is breaking. Is it the same for the rest also? Is my voice breaking? Yes.
No, ma'am, your voice is clearly audible. Actually,
My
they have
God.
some internet error at their end.
Yeah, okay. Thank you so much, Pooja ma'am. Yes, students, it's clear for Pooja ma'am. So I am hoping that my voice is clear from my end. Please try moving close to your router. That should resolve the problem. Thank you so much for understanding, students. So what I was telling is, let us say that we want to identify who will be standing in the middle in case we arrange all the students according to their height. And you have 250 GB data and you are 2 meters away from the router. Okay. Should have been some packet loss, my dear. Could have been there at my end also. So please try managing for just for today. It would not happen the next time in case it is here. I'll also have it checked from my end. Thank you, my dear. Thank you. Now, let us try to move on. Let us try to move on and talk about this middle value. In case you're talking about a case where you have a middle value that you are speaking about, then that is called as a median students. This is just like identifying the student who is standing in the center in a line in case all the students of the school are standing in a straight line according to their heights. Now, we are talking about median. Mhm. Yes. So we are talking about median, which is talking about the central value or the middlemost value of an ordered data. Now, what do I mean by ordered data? Your data should be in either increasing or decreasing order. Increasing order is called ascending order or descending order, students? Increasing order. Increasing means small to big. Very good. Hence, spelling of ascending went wrong, my dear. Double check. But yes, your answer is right. Students, increasing order is small to big, which is called as ascending order. No, not space, my dear. It is ASCEN. Perfect, Ram. Thank you for responding. Now, similarly, you could also have the data in decreasing order. Anything should be fine, students, either ascending or descending, either increasing or decreasing. Anything should be good. In case you are going with descending order, then that is decreasing order. Anything should be okay. It is just about your choice of the numbers. You can either write them small to big or big to small. Now, all these measures of central tendency, usually, basically your mean and median, will come to you, especially if you have numeric numbers like height, weight, marks, or something. Then these measures, mean, median, will be useful to you. Now, let us take one example to understand this better. Let us use the same example that we took earlier for this. Let us say that you have this data. Let's identify what is median. There are 5 numbers. You need to identify what is middle in these 5. Okay, great. I see answers. Ryan, double check. Ryan, just identify what is the median here. That's it, students. No, not average. Find median. Average we already did. Now we are trying to find what is the median for the same data. Instead of taking a new data, I took the same data, students. Students, as I told, you're supposed to find the ordered data here. It is important that you arrange the data in either ascending or descending order. Let's say that you put the data in ascending order. In case your data is in ascending order, then you take the smallest number, which is 8. Then the next smaller one, 9. Next smaller, 10. Then 12. Then 16. Now identify what is the middle one. In case you have 5 observations that are here, then third observation will be the middlemost. So your median will be 10. Perfect. Great, students. Clear? One valid question would be, will I get the same answer even if I am arranging the data in descending order? Answer is yes. Let's put the data in descending order. So largest number, which is 16. Then the next smaller, 12. Then the next smaller, 10. Then the next smaller, 9. Then the next smaller, which is 8. Because of this, here you can say that once again your middlemost value is 10, which is your median. Any questions, any doubts so far, students? Just type out that you have a doubt in the chat in case you have some question. Great. Love you, students. Thank you so much for the response. Khayan, thank you. Ryan, thank you again. Aniruddha, thank you. Yes. Now, let us try to move on and take a different example. So this time what I'll do is I will not confuse the data so much. I'll directly take the data to be 7, 8, 12, and 19. Is this data already in ascending order? Students, you have the data 7, 8, 12, and 19. Good one, Khayan. Median will be a value, number, students. Space between 8 and 12. Okay. I love your answer, Ryan. You're right. But yes, a small clarification will be made to that, which I'll give. Okay. So I got a few answers from in the chat, and I don't say no to anything because yes, all these answers seem to be right. You are Khayan. Did I pronounce your name right? Khayan. I'm calling you Khayan only, my dear, but I think my K is a little feeble. Okay, I'll try to pronounce it properly next time. Yes, so in case you have a data which has even number of observations, you know that even number is that which is divisible by 2. Odd number is that which is not divisible by 2. Here, in case you have a data which has even number of observations, then you will have two values at the center. For example, here you have 8 and 12 at the center. Now what will happen to median? Will be a good question. So your median will be average of 8 and 12. 8 plus 12 by 2. Your median is sum of those middle values, both values which are there in the middle, divided by 2. So this would be a 20 by 2, which is once again a 10. No, not 40, my dear. It is 20 by 2, which is 10. Divide. Divide by 2. What happened, Ryan? Any doubt? Ryan, any doubt? No. Okay, great. Yes. Ryan, it is 8 and 12. Sum of 8 and 12, then divide by 2. I understood why you were getting confused. Ryan, I'm not calling you. I'm calling Ryan. There is another student in the class. Ryan Dhanani. Names are like little similar, so yeah. Now, let us try to move on, students, and let us try to look at the next. Sounds like calling me. Yes, that's right. So let's try to look at the next students. In case you're talking about this, then just a second, students, just a second. Okay. You are pronouncing me wrong. Rian. I think it is Rian then. Okay, students, I will take your names. Yes, Rian. Okay, I will call you Rian. That's okay. So for the next session, you'll have your volumes turned up. You'll be able to talk. So you people tell me what should I call you? Pronounce your own names so that I can call you right for the next time. Now let us continue. So I was giving you example of the whole school, where whole school was standing and we were trying to identify who is standing at the middle. Median. So in that case, students, your observations will be some 400, 500. In that case, it would be difficult for you to identify which is in the center just by looking at it. So we have a formula now. In case your number of observations, n, number of observations, if I give a name to it or a short form, it is n. Now, if your n is even, students, then your median will be average of no, not 250, my dear. It will be 2 observations in the middle. So it will be average of n by 2, comma, n by 2 plus 1th observation. For example, on my previous question, I had 4 observations. So that was the average of n by 2, 4 by 2, second observation, and n by 2 plus 1, second plus 1, third observation. Average means sum divided by the number. That's why we have added these 2 observations divided by 2 students. Now, in case n is odd, this is the easiest case, students. In case your n is odd, then now your median is n plus 1 by 2th observation, students. Make a note of the formula. Now, if you look at the last example that you have done, there were 5 observations. So your median was 5 plus 1 by 2, 6 by 2, which is third observation. That's how you got your median to be third observation in the first example and the average of second and third observations in the second question. Second example that we have taken. Is this clear to everybody? Formulae, which will be helpful, especially in case you have large numbers given for observation. Not n1 by 2, it is n plus 1 by 2. You don't understand. No problem, Rian. Let's take example and understand this. N plus 1 is N1. No, Khayan. It is not N1 for N plus 1. So, in case you take your number of observations, let's say your N is 5 observations. When there are 5 observations, your N value 5, is it odd or even? Rian. 5. Is it odd or even? Odd. Perfect. So we use the second formula. Median is 5 plus 1 by 2, which is 6 by 2. Median. Okay. Rian is not answering. Okay. So third observation will be a median. Now, in the first example that we have taken, there are 5 observations. So that is the reason your third observation was your median. Now, in case you take the second example that you had, here your N value is 4. So your N by 2 will be 4 by 2, which is second observation. N by 2 plus 1 is 2 plus 1, which is third observation. So that is the reason we have taken the average of second and third observations here. 8 plus 12. Now, is this clear to everybody? Yes. Great. Aniruddha, thank you. Rian, thank you. Khayan, your N plus 1, why is it not N1? We'll be learning that in your favorite topic that you're easy as getting a pebble from water. Okay. Nice comparison, Khayan. Love your sense of humor, my dear. Yes. These are 2 measures of central tendency, students. There is one more, which is super easy, which is mode. Last concept for today. Mode is the most frequently repeated value. This is very much apt to the current situation that is going on right now. I'll tell you how. So let's say that you have this data. No, this is not average, my dear. This is mode. Now, if you see, you can see that the observation 5 is repeated 2 times. And your 9 is also repeated 2 times. And you have your data with 8, which is repeated 3 times. Because of which this would become the mode. Best example that is happening right now is politics students. Person who gets the maximum number of votes will be the winning candidate. Last time it was Mr. Modi ji. We don't know who will be your prime minister this time. But yes, the person who gets the maximum number of votes is the model candidate in the election. Is this clear to everybody? Any questions, any doubts? Okay, great. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for responding, students. Just give me 1 second, students. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. Yes. So I am done with the concept to be covered today, students, but just don't leave for a minute. What about? Yes, there could be situations where you can have more than one modes also for the data students. In case you have more than one modes, then it could be called as bimodal, trimodal data or multimodal data. So that is possible, Khayan. So the data that you gave is one such example. We'll talk more about the different kinds of data and the modes that you could have. Yes, both are modes, my dear. So that is why it is called as bimodal data. Khayan. Both are modes here, so we call it bimodal data, students. So this is pretty much for today. We'll continue with what we have been doing in our, yes, bimodal data. Not bio, it is BIMODAL. Yes, so that's pretty much for today, students. Yes, that's right. DAL, my dear, not DEL, it is DAL. Yes. So, students, what I was telling, yes, that was pretty much for today. I had this problem with the power cut, so I was not able to turn my camera on. Even now, I'm with my torch. Yes, that's right. So, we'll be continuing in our next session. In case somebody did not enroll with us already, you can enroll using the links that are pasted in the chat, students. So, that will be helpful for you to get registered. In case you have any problem in registering or you have any other queries, then you can reach us to our WhatsApp numbers that are given here also. We'll help you out with the procedure to join the batch. See you around, students. You'll be meeting me in our regular sessions once again on the coming Tuesday, which is our first session. Am I already done? Yes, Khayan. Time flies by when you are with me. People say every day, but yes, I'm hearing it once again from you. Okay. So that's pretty much for today, students. Thank you so much for joining. Pooja ma'am, would you like to continue or shall I wind it up?
Yes, ma'am, you can end the session.
Yeah.
All
Thank
right,
you so
kids.
much.
So we'll see you in the class. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, students. And yes, this power cut thing is only for today. I don't think it will happen again because yeah, it doesn't rain every day, right? So thank you so much. Thank you so much once again. See you in the next session. Bye-bye. Have a nice day. Bye, everyone.
Take care, everyone. Bye bye.
Thank you.